Hey everyone, and welcome to the beautiful Odyssey of the Seas. This quite honestly is our favorite cruise ship now. This has a awesome tropical vibe to it. We love this pool area, and then behind it is Splash Away Bay for the kids. Now, I'm going to highly suggest you try the North Star. It's a once, kind of a lifetime experience to be over the side of the ship, 300 feet up, and I do not like heights at all. So afterwards, we went to the bar and made sure to have us a couple pina coladas to help calm those nerves. But it's something I would highly suggest you check out. Now this is the suite deck area. It's been moved here on the Odyssey of the Seas. A lot of people enjoyed this because they can watch the big screen television there, and they felt it was a little quieter at this pool. Now these are rentable cabanas. You can rent them during the day, or you can do these little clamshell things. These are first come, first serve. Now here's another overview of the forward-facing pool. Now on the Odyssey, this is not a solarium, obviously. On other Quantum class ships that are set up for Alaska and other cooler areas, it's set up as a solarium. So a view of the North Star and facing aft of the ship. Just overall a gorgeous looking ship. And this is the forward pool area, just another view of it. You see you have a big hot tub there, you have the pool, and then if you can see to the right, I'll show you here, this is the see-through hot tub. So they kind of layer them on each deck where the hot tubs are. Right now we're on deck 15 looking down at deck 14. It's a better view of Splash Away Bay, just the tropical feel. Love this pool area. And the pool, then the hot tub, then you have the lime and coconut bar that's ever popular on this ship. So you can see here you have the jogging track. Look at how tight it is. That's one of the negatives about this ship, is just how tight that jogging track is. Sometimes it's really hard to walk with everyone jogging or walking through there. It's one of the little negatives there. So there is a lot of games outside the SeaPlex. You have chess there. You also had shuffleboard. Now here's the sky pad. I didn't do it. Lori did it. She liked it. It is a really colorful thing. I don't know if it's as cool as it looks, but it's kind of a cool thing, I guess, for the kids and stuff like that. Now around the sky pad is this awesome glass walkway. Highly suggest you try it. It's very cool. Now this is Ripcord by iFly, but the entrance here is where you check in for everything. So if you're gonna do the flow rider, you're gonna do the rock climbing wall, you're gonna wanna go there to check in for all those items. And here is the flow rider. I love how it's centered in the middle of the ship, and then above it is the iFly, and I'll show you that in a second. Really like this. It was a very cool experience. Lori once again did the flow rider. I don't do flow riders, but you can see, look at how cool that is in the back of the aft of the ship. Just really cool. Now here is the iFly. They teach you. Lori loved this. She did it twice. She loved it so much. It's a really cool experience. So one thing Lori did suggest, if you have long hair, make sure to tie it back really good. So this is the pink cat on the Odyssey. All Quantum class ships have some kind of animal. This is another game outside of the SeaPlex. This is basically soccer pool. And just an overview of the pool area on deck 14 again, and Splash Away Bay for the kids. So up to the SeaPlex, this is on deck 15 aft. Now this is a really neat area. It's totally for kids, but even some kids at heart. So I'm going to suggest this. If you want to do Zone 0, make sure to make those reservations ASAP. So you can see here they're playing basketball. They'll have pickleball. There is always an activity on this. Now, at certain times during the day, they do bumper cars. And here's a little video of the bumper cars. It's pretty cool. I didn't do it. My chiropractor wouldn't be happy with me if I did that. So I stayed away. Just more overview there. You can tell it's a very large complex. Now on the right-hand side, there's Playmakers, and this is an awesome setting. Look at this amazing views, these beautiful windows that you have here. We were, I believe, in Curacao here. And then there's the bar area. Really great area here. Lots of pool tables and table games. You can rent this area out, like maybe if there was a Super Bowl party or something like that, that would probably be a pretty cool area. So you have foosball, and like I mentioned, people were playing pickleball, things like that down on the Sportsplex. It's overall just a huge area. It's totally for games and sports. Now, the other side across from Playmakers is totally for kids. It is 100% look at all these things for kids to do. It just keeps them busy. Now, I'm jealous of the kids here because they had this special patio. It's the 180 social area. It's outside. I think it was an awesome looking area. They have a hot tub up there, things like that. And then there's Playmakers over there on the other side. And you can see you can sit in some of the bar chairs here, or you can sit in the tables, and tons of games always going on. Now we're gonna go down one deck, 14 aft. And I love how you can walk down, you see the glass there, and you're gonna have Coastal Kitchen and you're gonna have the Windjammer. Now, Coastal Kitchen is the suite area, a suite restaurant area, and unfortunately we didn't have a suite this time. So this is the bar for coffee in the buffet, and it was always slammed. I can't believe how busy it was. Now, the Windjammer on this ship was well organized. Really liked it. You can see it had redundancies throughout. So it may had 4 areas with favorites, and it had multiple areas for like cook to order eggs. It just really was well set up. You never really felt like one area of the buffet was busy. So like here you had the bakery. It was on the left and right hand side. You had a gluten-free section, so that's a really awesome thing. And they had the market carvery. Well, they had like 3 of those on the ship. So you had Coke freestyle machines on starboard and port side. Now here's what I'm gonna tell you, they got hit hard. So they'd be out a lot of times, and I would go to this bar to make sure we would get just a canned Coke. And he would always just give me a full can of Coke Zero each time. That would be what I would suggest you do. So on deck 14, the pool area, we had El Loco fresh. Now what's nice is they're open till 6:30. So a lot of times the buffet, the Windjammer closes at 3:30 and this stays open to 6:30. Unfortunately, I didn't think it was that great. It was okay. I thought other ships do have a better Mexican variety of food. Now this is just walking along the pool deck area. You have sprinkles here. Just a really gorgeous area, I've said, on the ship. I love these colors. It just felt Caribbean. So if you're gonna be in a tropical area, that's the vibe you get from this ship. Once again, just a gorgeous looking ship. And they have lime and coconut bar here also. It's not usually open on port days, which what I was recording. You have the Patty Dive Center on the port side of the ship facing forward. Now, this was my favorite area of the ship. This is the Solarium forward. It's just a gorgeous temperature controlled area. The bar is awesome. The pool is awesome. You see this tiered pool. It's like 3 tiered down. And then you have these chairs at the bottom. The water kind of like bumps over when you hit waves and stuff. It's just a gorgeous area. Now they have 4 big hot tubs here. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if you're going to the furthest hot tub, what you're going to want to do is see that button right there. You're going to hit that before you get into the furthest hot tub because it controls both hot tubs. Just look at this area though, just absolutely gorgeous. I love this on this ship. So we're gonna head out to the wings. Now these are above the bridge area, so you can kind of get an idea of what the captain and the crew sees on the bridge. This is a great spot for pictures, especially at sea. Someplace that I highly recommend. This is a really cool spot because when it's going up, the North Star, you can get good pictures there. And just another overview of the beautiful solarium. Look how massive this thing is. It's just a gorgeous area. I highly recommend you check it out. There's tons of seating here all over the solarium area. You can see all the chairs, and it's just a great area. Now, this is a Solarium Bistro. So if you're looking to get away from the crowds at breakfast and many times lunch from the Windjammer, this is your spot. You can see this is breakfast here. It's really quiet. There's no one here. It's really nice. And right here, they make your eggs to order. So you can get your eggs to order also here. It's a limited buffet. There's not as much things, but you can see it's a really nice area there. And what is there, like 10 people in there? So not that bad. So we're gonna go all the way up to deck 16. And if you're into fitness, you're gonna love this gym. The free weights are awesome. The machines are awesome. And the view is incredible. I like going to the gym when I'm on a ship. It's just something I enjoy. Look at that gorgeous view while you're working out. It is a great, great gym. Wonderful areas to stretch. Look at this where they do the classes. Just a beautiful ship and a beautiful gym. So going down one deck, deck 15 forward, you have the spa. And I have to say the people in here were excellent. Great customer service, extremely friendly. This is the salon right here, and we got the thermal suite for the week. It was actually 8 days. We got it for the two of us, and at the time of this recording, it was $219 for both of us. This is the relaxation lounge area. You would come here before any massages. You could also come in here if you had the thermal suite. You could grab waters here. Now this is the thermal suite, and it's not overly beautiful or anything, but it was just really nice. There wasn't a lot of people in here. You can see there's 6 lounge chairs. This is the dry heat area, right? No moisture at all, and it was great. Now the other side, and I did open it up, this is the sauna area, and you can see it was hot. We actually had to ask him to turn it down some because it was so hot during the week. But a great little area. Like you can see, I'm doing this during the day, and there was no one in there all week long. So deck 14, you're in the aft, you're on the port side of the ship, you have teppanyaki. Now we ate at teppanyaki. It was an amazing experience, like always. One thing I want to note is, yes, you can get sushi there, but this is really for teppanyaki. It's not the sushi portion. And you always have the chefs here. They're always great for a show. We had a really great time and great table mates there. So there's this glass staircase, and it looks down from deck 13 all the way down to deck 5. It's really cool. And then you see this artwork here, and you can see a little bit of that open area of that glass staircase there. Now moving aft on the right hand side, you have Giovanni's, and you have this beautiful chandelier that's open to the main dining room. Some people don't like it. I thought it was really cool. So if you're gonna eat at one specialty dining restaurant, I highly recommend Giovanni's. Now there's 2 different sides. If you want a more quiet, romantic side, eat inside. Ask to be seated somewhere inside the restaurant. If you want to be a part of the hustle and bustle, see everything, and be a part of that, ask to be seated outside the restaurant. You see the filet here. It was the best filet on the ship. And yes, we ate it chops, and I thought it was better than that. So this is the Giovanni's wine bar. So you obviously can get wine there, you can get appetizers, and a lot of people go there instead of going to Giovanni's and really like it. Across from the wine bar, you see the art gallery there. And then as we're walking aft, you see Next Cruise. That's where you can book your next Royal Caribbean vacation. This is Cafe 270. Now, if you're used to like Oasis class ships and Park Cafe, this is very similar. Has that amazing roast beef sandwich that I highly recommend that you try. So if you want to sit here and eat your food, there's overflow into 270. They have basically tables set up, and they make sure to clean the tables and things like that. You can see that on the right-hand side. This is just an amazing venue. I have to say, it's so impressive. It's one of my other favorite spots on the ship. If you just want to go and read a book, watch the beautiful aft views and amazing wake views there, that's totally possible here. If you have some work to do, you can go to the library. There's plenty of places to sit. There's like this boardroom meeting area, and I was like, can I sit here and do some work? And they're like, absolutely, it's open, no worries there. So I really enjoyed this area. It's also a multi-purpose kind of venue, so you'll see shows there. They'll also have like the captain's welcome back party, so that's a really cool area. So we're walking forward. Once again, you can see that glass staircase there. You can look all the way down. There's that artwork. And on the right or starboard side, you have Wonderland. Wonderland is another specialty dining restaurant. We didn't get to eat there. It doesn't appeal to me, but I've heard it is amazing. It's more of an experience with the food and kind of just a very eclectic look to it. It's a gorgeous dining room and something that you might want to try out if you're into that kind of food. So across from Wonderland is the Shore Excursions desk. Quite honestly, you can do most of the stuff through your app. If you have an issue, they do have someone there periodically that you can go ask questions. Now this is the Bionic bar as we keep walking forward. This was made very popular on Oasis class ships, and in the evenings it gets busy. So just keep that in mind. If this is something that you want to do, the evenings do get busy. Now this is Izumi sushi only. Now this is a really weird setup here. You see these slats here. People would like literally put their heads in there and check out people eating. I just don't like how it was open. It was kind of odd with that. So we're heading still forward. We have the Schooner bar to the right area, and then we have the Focus photo gallery. Now this is a really cool thing. You can just do everything on your own. I like that. There's no more printed photos anymore. And if you need some DJI stuff or some GoPro stuff, they have it there. And here's another overview of the Schooner bar. They always had someone playing the piano each night. This is Chop's Grill. We had a good time at Chop's Grill. We had really good food. In my opinion, Royal Caribbean kind of needs to change up Chop's Grill. I just think it's same old, same old. Now, if you keep walking through there, you're gonna find the chef's table also in the back of Chop's Grill. Now we're going forward. This is the Royal Theater, and it's like any other theater. It's a big theater here. You can see it. They had a couple shows that we saw. They were really good shows, and Royal Caribbean just does their production shows just right. Now we're on deck 4, and this is the Royal Esplande. So as you can see, it's open to the casino below on deck 3. Over to the right-hand side, you have guest services. And this is just the open Royal Esplande there. Just keep in mind when you are during the evenings, it gets really busy. That's one of the things I didn't like about it. It gets really cramped. So this is Cafe Promenade. You can get food here pretty much 24/7. And next door is Sorrento's Pizza. There's also 2 freestyle Coke machines right here, so just keep that in mind. Sometimes they do run out of things because those Coke machines get hit hard. So this is the Crown and Compass pub. They also have food in this location, and it is it's a pub, and they usually have music here in the evenings playing at the pub. So as we're walking forward, there's a lot of shopping here. The shops were closed because we were in port today. And on the right-hand side, we have the music hall. Now the music hall is on deck 4 and 3. And on deck 3, it actually opens up into the casino. There's a pool here. There's a nice bar here. They'll playing bands and music here. It is a really cool venue. Another really nice area that you can check out on the Odyssey of the Seas. So they have vending machines inside here. If you forgot Pepto or aspirin in the middle of the night, you can come in here and they're always open. So just keep that in mind. So we're walking back towards the aft, more shopping on the right-hand side, and then there is Starbucks over here if you need your Starbucks fix. And then keep walking towards the aft, and there is Boleros. Boleros is going to be a popular destination, a lot of Latin music there, and a great bar. So deck 3, we're at Casino Royale. It's a good sized casino. If you're into slots or table games, throw in some dice for craps, you're gonna find it all here in the casino. Now, as you keep walking, you're gonna see the staircase there. That's where guest services is that we walked by earlier. And then this overflows into the main dining room. Love the main dining room. I love these boards here that are automated. It's really a beautiful dining room. So I like that the chandelier comes from the top there, and you can see deck 3, 4, and 5. On the right-hand side, you can probably see it up there. You see Giovanni's. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of the Odyssey of the Seas. It really is a gorgeous ship. So if you have a cruise planned on it, you're going to have an amazing time. Thanks so much for watching, and happy cruising.